slurp time. We just got home, and so she just had her lunch, and now it's time to wash it down with some good water. Adi MUA, is that what it is? Adi MUA 31. Hi, welcome. We are going to talk about stuff, because that's what we do here. We talk about stuff. How's it going? How was your Easter? Did the Easter Bunny bring you anything? Whether or not the Easter Bunny brought you anything, it doesn't matter, because Jesus gave you something. So it's all good. We all benefit from that, if we do. But this isn't that kind of a channel. We don't preach here too much. Well, actually, that's not true. I preach all the time here. Just, I get on my little topics, and then this is almost gone. My lips are feeling dry, though. I always put, like, pretty fancy lippy on my lips, and then take a picture, and then go away, and then whatever happens. So, but do I look springy? I feel like I look springy. I'm feeling springy. I'm feeling springy today. Your Cupid's bow. Hi, Cupid's bow. How is it going? Oh, wait, you're my Cupid's bow. Are you my Cupid's bow? Or are you somebody else? I'm silly today. I'm just silly today because it happens. But welcome to those coming in. And Lynn Cochran. Hi, Lynn Cochran. How are you doing? How is your Easter? I hope that everybody is enjoying themselves and has had plenty to eat and plenty of family, a positive family experience in their life, because I know sometimes family can be really stinking stressful. But sometimes it's not, and sometimes it's wonderful and great and perfect and amazing and all that stuff. So we're going to talk about some stuff. We're going to talk about things that I have acquired and just things in general. And then, you know how we do. And then we just kind of keep talking. And then we usually get on a tangent, or 2 or 3 or 4 or 5 or 6. And then I drink some water in between because I'm parched. So hair. Yeah, I'm trying to decide what to do. I'm trying to keep from over treating it. It's still got a lot of the green and the teal and the purples and stuff in here. So we'll kind of leave it that. I almost actually did a purplish sort of, I think it's I don't know what the color is, but I don't know what the brand is, but I almost did it on the top to kind of lighten it and brighten it up a little bit, but then I didn't. Anthony Ong. I'm not sure exactly how to say that, but hi, Anthony. How's it going? So yeah, I'm not sure. Hair is one of those things. It could change from here to another one. I don't know. But yeah, we got some blue in there. We got some purple. We got different kinds of things. We got gray and some original color and some bleached out color. All sorts of stuff going on. It's it's all good. It's all good. Thanks. Anthony says nice hair, so I say thanks to that. The earrings that I got are from AOA Studio. Are they not spring and adorable and cute? They're not exactly a match for my dress, but I thought they were the closest thing. So I thought, well, we're going with the orange thing. Oh, you got the orange nails. I painted them today. I didn't use press-ons, even though I've got some. I'm still trying to figure out an adhesive. Come on, Priscilla, you can talk. That is sufficient for it. I'm reaching for my nail polish over here. How is your Easter going? Did you anything exciting happen over the Easter time? We came back from church, and then, we actually came home, and then as we were pulling up, we're like, do we want to eat now? Because we weren't really super hungry. But then by the time we got home, we're like, we could eat. And then we decided to go to Golden Corral. Because, sometimes you just got to do it. And of course, there was a line out the door because, not a lot of places are open today. And so we stood in line. And by the time we got in and paid and everything, we were ready to eat. So it actually worked out. So you can see I'm having a good time. Yeah, you know what? Life is good. Life is good. So, Easter is a good holiday. I like Easter. Everything it stands for. Marta is with us. Hi, Marta. So this is what's on my nails right now. Ain't it cute? So it's like a glitzy little kind of fun orange sort of thing going on. And I picked this up a couple weeks ago. I showed you guys when it came in, those of you that were with us. And that was from CVS. That's the paparazzi. Paparazzi brand. Sarah influences you. Hi, Sarah. Come and influence us. Come and influence us. We like to be influenced. There are also bad influences. I mean, good influences. Yes. So, good or bad influences are both welcome here. We treat them equally because at least somebody's being influenced and somebody is doing the influencing. I'd rather do the influencing than be influenced, I guess. I don't know. Maybe. Maybe. Unless there's blame to be had. And then you can take the blame, Sarah. I will say it's right in her name. She says Sarah influences, therefore, she was the one clearly who influenced me to do that. At least that's the theory. This dress, actually, I'll talk about this because I've been like gallivanting around looking at TJ Maxx's and Marshalls and finding goodies there. And everybody loves a good TJ Maxx Marshalls deal, right? Beauty after 50. Oh, yes. Beauty after 50. I'm almost there. I'm not quite to 50, but I'm hot on your tail. A couple years. FWDHMYT is with us. Hi, and Rewise. I don't know how to say that. Anyway, RIWAJ. You know who you are. Welcome, welcome. But yeah, so I was looking at all the TJ Maxx's and Marshalls around the area, and looking for mostly, not exclusively. I mean, I'm open. I'm open to whoever wants to take my money. But I was looking for BH palettes, which you're gonna see what I've acquired. I was trying to be good this month and not acquire more than I'm gonna use, which is 10. I think I failed. 1, 2, 3. I think I failed. Anyway, so these are all greasy, grimy, but hey, stuff happens. So I went to actually Marshall's that my sister-in-law works at, and it's a little like jaunt away from here. But I was like, hey, I'm gonna just check it out and see. Maybe they'll have stuff out in the middle of in the boonies because she's kind of out of the city a little bit. We're in the Twin Cities in Minneapolis, St. Paul area. So I go to a lot of the Marshalls and TJ Maxx's kind of in our vicinity, but they're south. So I went down there and didn't find any stuff that I didn't have already. Except, do you guys know I think it's Doja Cat BH collab. I think it was that collab. They have a little 3-pan blush palette that includes a yellow. And I'm really curious about that one. They had a few of them. I don't know if it was the one down there or the one closer. I might have to check and see because I'm kind of curious. Should I pick that up? I don't have a ton of blushes, and the yellow one kind of intrigues me, but I'm also like, do I want to look jaundiced? I mean, is that like a thing now? I don't know. I never used to wear like yellow and orange and stuff like that, but clearly that has changed. There's ways actually to do that. If there's a color that's not your color, but you still like it, there's ways of doing that. And I'm illustrating it here. By the way, if you hear black background noise, that's just my kids playing. They're so funny. The cat's like, boop to the dog. They boop on her nose. And the dog's like, chase me, chase me. And the cat's like on her back, like, play with me. They're so funny. They'll run around and they like each other quite a bit now. They're BFFs. So that's, yeah. So anyway, I picked this up. I walked in and I had been thinking, man, I need something for Easter. And I don't have anything for Easter. I almost bought something and then I didn't. And then it sold out. And then I was like, and I wasn't finding anything that I liked. And I saw this. It's got this cute little keyhole that almost shows the girls, but not really. It's a little, basically cap sleeve. It's not, well, I mean, is that cap sleeve? It looks like cap sleeve. I mean, there's not really a sleeve, but anyway, whatever that is. And it's really cute. It's like a little A-line and all that. So, and then I got these shoes. Oh, squeaky toys have come out to play. They're a little dirty because I just took them off my feet. They probably smell right too. I'm really loving kitten heels. I think they're so cute and so classic. And this color, is that not just beautiful nude color? I think it's beautiful. This is the French Connection. I almost got these in a size 9. Good thing I didn't, but then I went back and got them in a size 8.5. Should have still gone smaller. My feet are wide, so I usually go up a size. But the problem is, if you might notice, the sling back does not adjust. I didn't realize that because I kind of just slipped them on and I was like, oh yeah, they fit, because I'm worried about this part here. I brought them back and it's like the sling back is like bigger than the heel. And it's completely loose on the back of my heel and it falls down. So I think what I'm going to do is just take like a sharp little X-Acto knife and go bzz, bzz, cut that off, and I'll just wear them as mules. DKDJJSHIUG. You guys give me a workout making me read your names, but welcome. Hi, we're having fun over here. We're looking at shoes, but is it not cute? I like the fact that it's like cut straight, kind of straightish across. I think that's a fun little look. And yeah, the pointy toes, you can't go wrong with pointy toes. Color's great. The kitten heel, I mean, they're comfortable and they're cute. So I think I'll just cut off that strap and call it good. They were like $30. Not too bad. I'm a cheapo, so if I could have spent $10 on those, I would have been happy. But the last shoes I got that are kind of like that actually I think were also from Marshalls or from TJ Maxx, not sure which one. Oh wait, no, they weren't. They're from KNG. They were $5. Let that soak in while I take a drink of water. What's up, Rainbow? Oh, she went to play with the kitty now. So anyway, hi, my name is Priscilla, and I like to talk about things like, for example, bargains. Everybody likes a good bargain. My husband doesn't. So my husband's from Haiti. Well, he does. He likes a good bargain, but he doesn't like free stuff, because in Haiti, it's really interesting because we in this world, if we're not from there, or we don't, myself, I lived there long enough and have been a part of minority cultures for the majority of my life. And so I've been the minority in whatever culture I've been in basically for most of my life. And so I have kind of like been more exposed to things, but so I'm aware that it's actually shameful to get something for free. A lot of people don't realize that, and they think, oh, we're just going to give things away for free, blessing to people. No, no, no. People don't want your free stuff. They don't. Usually, self-respecting people don't want your free stuff. They want to do something to earn it. So let people earn what you, and then reward them generously. Speaking of which, I don't think we left a tip today. I just realized I think we forgot to leave a tip. I am so sorry. We usually leave a pretty generous tip, but I think we've both forgot. Michael6226 is with us. Hi, Michael6226. Oh, wow, that was hard to say. How are you doing? Are we bad people because we didn't tip at a buffet? They didn't really do anything except clean our table and take our plates from us. So, but we usually give a pretty decent tip when we leave. Like last time it was $5. Yeah, which is pretty generous for a buffet where they're not actually doing service, right? We're going to talk about the glasses that are on my face. They are slipping forward a little bit, but they are so cute. Are these not cute? These are cute. Don't tell me they're not cute, because I know they're cute. Miss Charlie is with us. Miss Charlie, our party can start now because you are here. We've been waiting for you to show up. What's on the menu today? Happy Easter to you, dear. Yes. And Cameron6742 is with us. How are you? So we've got all sorts of people coming in here and interrupting their Easters to say, what up? What up? Anyway, so we did the shaggy thing with the hair. I've been getting where like the day after wash time, I just take it and put it in a big high bun and wrap it up. But it is kind of making the ends a little bit like lackluster. So I don't know. Maybe I just need to put more oil on them. I use the hair treatment that I got in my Ipsy. It's okay. Didn't blow my mind, but it seems like my hair was happier yesterday when I first washed it. Today, second day, it's kind of like, I don't know. So we'll see how it does. I usually wash my hair once a week, even though my hair is oily, but I have trained myself to be okay with that and just learn how to work with it. So palettes that I've been using. So these are the things that have been on my face lately. You guys want to see what's been on my face lately? Miss Charlie will be serving up for us today ham, green beans, mashed potatoes, and garlic and cheese, pull apart bread. Well, doesn't that sound delicious? If it wasn't for the fact that my hubby and I just came from Golden Corral. That would make me really hungry. I'm a little sufficiently full right now. We always go there, and it's like I feel like I should be able to get like 2 or 3 plates. I feel like I used to be able to do that. Was that just did that happen, or was that just a fantasy? I cannot. I can't eat more than a plate. I can't. I just can't. And then we're good. Then we're done. I just and my husband's like, "Aren't you gonna eat more? Like we paid for it." But even then, it's like $17. This is like a special, special occasion. They were still so when we got there, the line was out the door probably 15, 10 to 15 groups between us and the door. And then of course once we got in there was another 15 to 20 groups to the cash register. So it was busy, but we went out, we drove up, we saw how busy it was, but we saw people were fairly consistently coming out, so we're like, well, we'll get through in a decent time, and we did. Not a Golden Corral. Miss Ryan's, I have never been to Ryan's. I do not know what that is, but Golden Corral is the only buffet around here other than the Chinese buffet. I don't know why more places don't have buffets. Is it? I mean, it probably just doesn't make sense. But Golden Corral, man, they are raking in some money. Seriously, I don't know. Like they're bringing in some serious money. So they had a lot of people there anyhow. I don't know if it's really bringing in money, but they had a lot of people. So yeah, and it was a couple dollars more than it normally is because it was a special occasion, and people still were like, "Yep, take my money, please, take my money," and standing in line and all that. When we left, the line was at least twice as long. I mean, twice as far out the door as when we got there. So fun times. Anyway, but yeah, so okay, on my face at this moment, on my eyes, Juvia's Place. I know you're a fan of Juvia's Place, Miss Charlie. I just went with a pretty simple look because I felt kind of simple and springy, and I did kind of a similar happy look yesterday. But I used the orangish, this one here, shimmer, and today I used the pink shimmer. So that's kind of the difference. But yeah, I was almost gonna go like make it a little bit darker and whatnot, and I was like, no, I kind of like the bright pink. And this was what I was gonna say. If there's a color that you feel is not you, orange is really not my color because I don't have a yellowish undertone, but I have a very pink undertone. So if I want orange to work, what I do is I put it with pink as such. Oh my goodness, this is so blurry right now because I've just spread stuff all over my face. Let me see if there's one in here. I'll show you guys in a second or in a few seconds. Actually, this will work. This is one of the little bags they give you. That's also a microfiber, so you can just clean it off. There, much better. So yeah, that's one way to wear orange if you're not an orange sort of person, or green if you're not that coloring, or blues or whatever. Just find the color that you are, and then layer them together, and just make sure that you kind of have a blend of them. That's really the secret. Better than Golden Corral. I'm sorry, but we like Golden Corral. Maybe we're not up to your standards, Miss Charlie. I'm sorry. No, I know. Actually, the further south you get, the better buffets they have. That's just a thing. Like the South just does buffets really well. Tried the Olori 2 palette, blue one, and was so disappointed. Oh no, the blue is not the cobalt on the cover. It is green when blended out. Was not happy, had to take it off. That's sad. The Olori 2, is that the all blue one? I have to pull mine out and see which is which. I've used Olori 1. I haven't used 2 or 3, I don't think. But they're here somewhere. Oh my goodness. Somebody please make me stop buying palettes, please. Please. No, I mean don't. Yeah, I mean do, because I have to use them. I have to get through them. I really did enjoy this quite a bit. Now, it's a neutral palette, especially for me, being a pink sort of person. It's going to be, you'll have these like bursts of pink, and their pinks do stain, but that doesn't really bother me. So yeah, for me, it's pretty neutral, but just on the side of not neutral, I guess. Anyway, yeah, that's really sad about the Allure. I'm gonna have to try those out and see. I wonder if it's your coloring. Cause aren't you more yellow tone, yellow undertoned, or are you cool toned? Stamped on, it's blue and turns to green. Um, I'm not. I'm not going to blame the victim here, but it can be coloring too. I mean, it could be that your skin tone is actually changing it because I know that happens with me. I turn everything that's if it's this side of if it's a purple that's the side of pink, it's going to look pink on me because my coloring is pink. So I just kind of pull everything that direction, and the same the other way too. So yeah, I don't know. I feel like I got eye boogers. Let's take care of that problem because that's gross. Nothing. Well, I'm not going to say nothing worse because there literally are many things in the world, like genocide and like mass murder and um, victimization of children. Those things are all worse than eye boogers. But boogers are unpleasant. Definitely not the worst thing in the world. All right, so do I like this? I do like this. I think this was a really good release. The blush, I've got both of these. Of course, I've got them. I've got everything Juvia's Place puts out. The only ones I don't have, the only ones I didn't manage to get, other than the ones like before I came back from Haiti, are the Wahala one. Never managed to get it, and the Deuce palette, which still makes me angry when I see people have it. So, uh, Georgie something 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 something. Hi, welcome. You have a really long name. I'm not going to try to say all that. Somebody's fire alarm just went off. Apartment living. It's a fun time. Anyway, highly recommended. I mean, if this is the color story that you like, it's a great formula. So Miss Charlie does not recommend the Allure 2, but now I'm going to try that. Sad El Masri is with us. Hi, how's it going, Sad? So yes, fun times. Cute palette. I like it. It's pretty simple. It's not going to give you a huge diversity of looks. Rainbow. It's not necessary to whoop. You don't have to whoop at people. Okay. Is somebody out there that needs your attention? I think we all right. All right. Now, before I use this palette, so this is the second day on this palette. I have one more day because that's what I do with my palettes is I do 3 days, which is why I'm trying not to acquire more than 9 in a month. Because if I can keep it to 9 or less, which it could be that I've acquired 9. If I've acquired 9, no, I feel like something else came in this month too. It doesn't matter because last month I probably got 20. It's not my fault. It's really the fault of BH Cosmetics for going bankrupt and then bringing all of their stuff to Marshalls and TJ Maxx, then I have to buy it. Right, Miss Charlie? You know my pain. You know where I'm coming from. Linda is with us. Now, Linda, you know how it is, right? It's not my fault that I've acquired extra palettes. It's the fault of the company that then puts them on clearance and makes them available for me, right? I can't be held responsible if there's a good sale. I can't. Burn the feeling. Burn the feeling. What feeling do you want me to burn? I mean, that's a cool name. I'm just not sure what it means. I will be so happy to get my Glaminatrix Nocturnal palette. Ordered it in February and will not get it until May. Yeah, that's one of the things with having to wait, right? Going to get the new Cleona. I saw it. There's some cute ones. You know what one I kind of like? The one that's really interesting. Hi, Ivan's Glow World. How are you, Ivan's Glow World? Welcome. We're talking about stuff that we want. Whether or not we should get it, that's not really what we're talking about today. So if you want to bring those vibes, you just need to just keep it shut. Just keep it to yourself. Okay? We don't need any negativity around here. Just kidding. We might need some intervention. Pain while work out that feeling. Yeah, burn the feeling. Yeah, to a certain point, I agree with that, and until it's just pain, because sometimes, Yeah, when you just have pain, sometimes that can backfire on you. Stephanie Xavier, is it Stephanie? Yeah, Stephanie Xavier. I think that's who it is. I am sorry if I missaid your name, and please correct me. How's it going, Ivan's Glow World? How is your Easter? I see a little four-leaf clover, and that is very springy and appropriate, I would say. Kind of goes with my little daisies. These were $1 at Shop Miss A. Are they not cute? They're little metal painted, cute little. It's adorable, stinking adorable. Yeah. Oh, by the way, the dress was like $15 at Marshall's, and it was the only one. And it, even though it was like a size 18, and I was like, cause this girl sometimes, it's I got jeans size 22, and I couldn't button them. So, but jeans are just people that size jeans should be shot. I'm all about world peace, except the people who size jeans, because they just. Okay, I don't mean they should be shot. I take that back. This is a day of peace and love and forgiveness and you know ever, everlasting life. So no, they shouldn't be shot. If they are shot, make sure you pray over them and resurrect them afterwards. Okay, um, because I don't want them. I don't want them to die. But no, I mean that's just so annoying. Uh, Ivana's Glow World. Oh, I said of Ivan's. Oh, Miss Charlie, I can't read. I'm challenged. It's okay. It's, there was this guy. Speaking of which, yeah, there was this guy at the restaurant. He was so cute and so funny. And my husband was getting such a kick out of him. He was yeah. I don't know what his condition was, but he was uh, developmentally delayed and was in a wheelchair and whatnot. He was there with his mom, and he was like, "Mom," and then he would talk, and my husband was just having so much fun listening to him and stuff. And so he thought that was kind of cute. We celebrate Easter next week. Oh, okay, good. So you can start now, and then you can continue. It's like here we have two Mother's Days, because there's an American Mother's Day and a Haitian Haitian Mother's Day. I got a tickly throat. When we were waiting online, I started coughing a little bit because I had a sitting in the windy outside and whatnot. I was like, maybe if I cough enough, it'll clear out the line. It didn't work, sadly. Oh well. All right, here is the palette that I was working on for the 3 days prior to the current 3 days. It it makes sense. It makes sense. This is the LA Girl, Young, Wild, and Free, also known as Festy Bestie. I don't know why they have two names. They have a name here, and then right here it says Young, Wild, and Free, and all of them have a different name here and a different name here. I don't know what's up with that. So Ivana, where is here? You say you celebrate Easter next week. So who is we? I'm curious because I love to find out where all of my peeps are and where people are joining us from, because that's fun. I'm all about the world coming together in all different ways, whether it's remotely or not. So yeah, I love to see where everybody's from. So let me know where are you, girl, and anybody else who is in someplace exotic like the Carolinas or or Pennsylvania. Where are you, Miss Charlie? Pennsylvania, something like that. Okay, so this is the color story. This is such a cute palette, such a well thought out color story, I think. So, for example, if you take this, you can take this any way you want. You can take it in rose. You can take it rose this way, which gives you a little bit more funk for sure. It's like, dark to light, but, and then you can take it in little quads. And every way you take it, it's I mean, like this quad to this quad have nothing to do with each other, but in the same palette. Ohio. Okay. I knew it was one of those Eastern-ish states. So yeah, this palette is so cute. And I just love this formula. Which ones did I use? I used the second look that I did, which you'll see when it comes up, not that you'll necessarily remember at that point. I think I used I used the reds and the purples, and I did kind of a sunsetty sort of red purpley look. Hi Blondie, how are you? We're looking at this Festy Bestie from LA Girl, which I did 3 looks, and I have taken pictures of them and whatnot, and I'll have them up at some point. But yeah, I did like purple red sort of look. And it did, I think I just used too much of the tacky base because I did get it kind of stuck to each other. And I felt it when I put it on. I was like, it's not setting, but I had to get out the door, and so I didn't really set it well. And so by the couple hours later, I was noticing that it was kind of gathering in my fold, in my crease. And so yeah, that was a fail. But then the next day I did a halo eye, and it stayed beautifully. Other than the fact I did kind of a weird halo, and I used, what are we doing over there, kids? I used this color and the purple, and yeah. And the greens. So I basically used these for the depth on the outside, and then I put some purple, and then I put this. It was a very interesting combination, but because of my very hooded eyes, it blends together. So that's one of the things to keep in mind if you have hooded eyes. You want to think about how it's going to look after you blink, umpteen times. And umpteen gazillion times during the day, because it'll all blend together. So you want to make sure that it can blend easily. And so that's why I do like halo eyes, but I tend to come up a little bit higher, and I'll even sometimes come below. Sometimes with the halo, I don't like to do it too much, but sometimes I do that because that will just show what it's supposed to look like. And people don't look that closely at what's actually on the lid because it's mostly hidden. So it's only when I blink or when I'm super expressive and I like lift my those are called eyebrows. Yes, lift my eyebrows, or if I'm looking down on people, which doesn't happen very often because I'm only 5'4". So, yeah, that sort of thing. Anyway, oh, by the way, today I didn't put anything on the bottom, no mascara and nothing else, because I just wanted fresh eyes. Also, I forgot to put powder on, and then I was like, oh, who cares? I'd already taken my daily picture, and I was like, who cares? So it's a little bit, shiny here and whatnot, but other than that, I just look kind of glowy and springy. We're good with the springy. But yes, this is a very beautiful palette. And yeah, when I used it the second time, I was like, maybe the formula is not as good, but I do think it is good. I'm a little, this is a little weird because these are so similar on the side here, and they're all mattes. Why do I need those 3 mattes? I don't know, but sometimes they do that. But these are $15, so who cares? It's a great formula, by the way. Okay, those are the 2 that I've worked on. Now you know. Now we can end. No, I'm just kidding. We're not going to end. We got so much more to talk about. What do you think, Kitty? She's just looking outside, wondering if Mom's going to open the door so she can go jump down. She likes to jump off the balcony, so I'm debating about how to handle that because I want her to enjoy being able to be outside when it's nice, but I don't want her to run away and or get eaten by something and or get smushed by a car, because that would suck for everyone involved. My husband wouldn't be too sad. She shredded it. Yesterday, he gets up to go pee. He comes back to bed, and I knew he was upset. And I was like, why are you mad at me? Like, I haven't even said anything, like it's a good morning to you too. And he was already upset. I was like, what's going on? And then I got up to pee, and I saw she had shredded the toilet paper all over the bathroom because they had brought the package in and set it behind the door instead of like putting it underneath. And so she'd shredded it, and he was like, didn't touch it. He just went in there, sighed, peed, came back, didn't say anything to me. And then I went out there. I was like, oh, that's why he's not happy. Deplorable Jeanette. Hi, deplorable Jeanette. I'm also deplorable, or so I hear. Hey, you know what? Call me what you want. I'm non-PC, as everyone that hangs out around here knows. So yeah, it is very pretty. It is very pretty. So Jeanette, welcome. How was your Easter? What's going on in your neck of the woods? Where is your neck of the woods, for that matter? So at the same time, was this the same time or was this another one? I don't know. I went to a bunch of Marshalls and TJ Maxx's. I was like, maybe this one has more stuff. But I found these. Look at these earrings. Aren't these stinking cute? They're so adorable. So I actually wore these last night. It was so at the Saturday night, which is mostly like it's kind of a Native American focused church, but it's very diverse. We have kind of everybody um, in that group. Uh, we meet Saturdays, so that was our Easter service last night, and then this morning service for the other congregations that meet together on Sunday morning. But anyway, so I wore these last night because I thought they were so cute. Look how adorable they are. Yeah, I mean, and they were like $7 or $8, so I was like, yeah, I'll take those. I don't usually just but I do. I love statement earrings, and when I find some like this that are just really speak to me, that's what I do. Well, yeah, they don't actually match because this is not a turquoise. This is like a bright blue. And I looked at them and I'm like, hey, it doesn't quite work. So that's why I went with these because these are actually the same color. So, but yeah, they're super cute. They did match with what I wore yesterday because I had a turquoise and like orangey yellow sort of dress on. And yeah, so they matched perfectly with that. So those are cute and will go in my earring collection. I need to get like a little wall of earrings that I can put them on. Lip gloss and roses. Hi. Lip gloss on roses and whiskers on kittens. I'm sorry, I just had to. It just sounded like it needed to be a song. Oh, this is sitting up here, by the way, because it needs to remind me to remind you that Wednesday, when we do our two eye looks, instead of, yeah, they're very boho style, definitely. Instead of doing a regular two eye looks, I'm actually going to be talking to you guys as I did a little bit last Wednesday, but I'll be doing more, talking about aging eyes and hooded eyes. And it was interesting because they had already decided to do that. And then Linda said, I haven't been wearing shadow because I have because my eyes are getting older and they're hooded and all that kind of stuff. So I'm going to hopefully show you guys some things to do. But this is the Charlotte Tilbury new Pillow Talk Luxury Palette. I guess that's just the name. There's like not a number. I thought there were two of them. I don't know. I'm confused because everything is Pillow Talk. So I don't know which Pillow Talk it is. But anyway, this is the new one. This came from Influencer and it's quite pretty. It's also a little boring. If I do say so myself, because this is about as neutral as I go usually. But that's okay because we're going to use this and we're going to talk about how to actually um, do your makeup when you are aging and because it's a whole different thing and a lot of people don't talk about it. Keeping in mind that my aging and my hooded eyes are different than your aging hooded eyes. So I'll just give you advice and ideas on what I do and I hope you will be there to give input because if I just tell people, they're just going to get my perspective. But if you guys come along and say, oh, yeah, and I do this and my eyes do that and this works for me, and then we all of our knowledge comes together and we make the world a happier, lovelier place. Um, yeah, in this palette, it doesn't go dark enough. You're right. So Linda said it's just missing a darker color. I think the idea is this is just supposed to be your like barely there sort of nudie sort of thing. Negrodamus, is that what it is? Hi, welcome. 1989. I am sorry if I mispronounced your name because I did my best. So please correct me if that is not correct. Please correct me if that is not correct. Yeah, that was okay. Kitty's eating our food, so if you hear chunk, 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 that's what's going on over here. All right, guys. So over the past week, I told you guys last time that I just wasn't going to show you this stuff because I wanted to keep you around. And I knew I wasn't getting a lot more stuff because we're trying to rein it in a little bit. No makeup. Yeah, kind of like, right, exactly. This is like barely there, or because most people aren't like us. Most people don't actually wear a lot of makeup, and when they do, it's like, hi, I'm going to wear a whole bunch of foundation. That I know people that wear tons of foundation and concealer, like trying to make it look like they have perfect skin, and I'm like, Nobody's falling for that, right? I mean, yeah, no, you can tell when you have cake face. We know it's cake face. We know it's not your natural beauty. I mean, that's fine if that's what you want, but I love the colors for this one. I love colors, and this one is not my cup of tea. Yeah, exactly. That is, it's not my cup of tea either. However, it's perfect for showing people how to work with this kind of, aging hooded eyes. Also, I will be adding this to it, which is my Elf Mad for Matte that I've been panning. This has definitely a lot more depth, so we'll be able to get some of the depth in because I do want to show like it's been loved, it's been well loved, and it will be even more. But this is a really good neutral palette, by the way, um, and it has definitely the whole gamut of depth. So we'll talk about this. I'll focus on this one quite a bit, but I want to be able to show like how to then get the depth in there and how the different shading works and whatnot. But this could surprise us too. It actually could give more depth than we think. So, Marosa Torno, 1966 is with us. Hi, welcome. Um, and then I think I probably also put some sort of a color pop in there because I want to show how to do color as well. That may or may not be in that same video. Depends on how late it goes and how much time. And we might, if it's something people are interested in. Oh, what's it doing outside? Is that snow or rain? It looks like snow. Because it's Easter Sunday. It's supposed to be sunshine and bunnies and tulips, not snow. Anybody got a really great job offer for me that's not in the state of Minnesota? Actually, I don't want a job. I want to just teach and do what I do. Teach and do outreach and what I do. What I do. Yeah. Yeah, no. Okay. So, I'm actually going to kind of put these in the more or less in the order I got them in. I don't know exactly the order I got them in. You'll see because I'm slowly unveiling them as I show you all my hauls, but I'm so far behind, so I have them all, like the photos of them, and then I'm adding them on, but they're like a couple weeks out. So I'll just show you. I don't know which ones I got at TJ Maxx and which one I got at Marshall's. A couple of these have the sticker on still, but not all of them. So blueberry muffin. Most of these that are this size, I'm getting for around $7 or $8. $7.99 is what the next one that I'm looking at was. So I think that's what it is. It's chilly here. We'll be in the 70s and 80s next weekend. Want to get my garden together. Man, it's 40s here maybe. Next week it might get to 70 and we're really excited for that, but it's also supposed to be like kind of rainy, so who knows, whatever. This is one that got so much hype last year. So many people said this was like among their top palettes of 2020. Yes? Yes. 2020. This was among the top palettes of 2020 for so many reviewers. I have not dug into this. There's a little plastic thing that can go away. Don't need that. Hi. I am not super into blue, but I had to grab this when I know I said that in a weird way. I apologize for the fact that I can't apparently speak. Yeah, I'm not so into blue. Miss Charlie, do you have this one? I feel like you are the queen of blues. Did you see the new Huda Beauty color book? Those are the ones I interrupted myself, but I was going to say those ones have caught my eye. Yes, Linda, I want those actually. I also still want the Jaguar one from Huda. I haven't been like overly like, ooh, Huda, anything like that. But those are cute. And then the fact that they have one that's a water activated liner. So cute. I do want those. I want them both because they're cute. One is like orange and purple, and the other one is like yellow and periwinkle. Woo! Miss Review Guru. Hi, Miss Review Guru. How are you? So this is the blueberry. These are some of the shimmers. They're so, oh my goodness, these are so pretty. Too many neutrals in that palette. Yeah, well, you know what? Are you talking about this palette? I'm assuming. Um, there are some neutral shimmers. And also, you know, it has these two darker neutrals. It has this one lighter. Other than that, there's no mattes. There's this gray, which I think is really cute. If it works, you know, for the skin. Um, yeah, I mean, I actually like that it has neutrals because I'm not a super blue person because that's not my coloring. So as I was saying, if you know how to wear things that aren't your color, this is actually a perfect way for those of us that do not have a cool undertone. There we go. To wear it is to put it with the neutrals. So this is actually perfect for me. But if you are more of a cool tone, a true cool tone, more blue, then this might not be it. But you do remember in 2020, I'm not lying. Y'all remember that was on everybody's top 10 at the end of that was when I was first really getting into palettes. Um, and I remember this was like everybody's, you gotta get it. So I got it for like $7 or $8 or something like that. Now we have it. Doo-doo. but But Linda said, I only like the purple and orange when I have the other palette color. Yeah, I know. But I saw them both and I'm like, which one do I like better? The purple and orange is definitely the one that's calling to me the most too. We're talking about the new Huda little, whatever they are, the bright ones. They're so cute. Color block ones. It needs eyeshadow fallout catcher for this palette. Really? You have that one? Is there a lot of fallout on this one? Live video pause, reconnecting. Up, okay, are we back? I think we're back. Ivana says this one needs fallout catcher. Good to know. So just don't do your face makeup until after you do that, I guess. But guys, this one made my heart go pitter patter. There's only one more in this collection that I really, really, really want, and I think you know which one it is. I was so surprised when I came across this beauty. So I already got the orange one. I found the orange one, which was really exciting because, like I said, orange is not really my color, but I've been liking it more. Or do your eye. Well, that's right, exactly. Do your eyes first before you do your face makeup. Yeah, you were responding. So I thought, now when I show you guys this, it looks so pink, and that's the reason I was like, do I really want that? Because I'm not that into pink. Pink looks good on me. You know, I'm wearing it. It's kind of a neutral, but I wanted purple. Well, now that I got it, really only this is the pink. This is much more purple than it shows. This is more kind of a burgundy-ish sort of thing, but that's definitely on the like a warm purple. These are both cool purples, and these are like both lavenders. So even though it looks pink, it's not really pink. It's actually a purple palette. Other than this, the rest of it is quite purple. So, and these are great colors too to have with it. So I'm so excited. It's so cute. You got the orange one. Yeah, I got the orange one too. I want the pistachio one. Linda, that's exactly the one that I want. I have two. I'm hoping to find the pistachio one. I know they also have a blue one and a neutrally one. Is that it? I think there's 5. Are there 5 or are there 6? But I was so excited to have this one. So I have this one and the orange one now. Woohoo! Woohoo! Where's the orange one? I don't know. Somewhere around here. One of these days I'll organize all this. I want to get like little crates and kind of put them across the back and then just like line them up. We'll see. The periwinkle is my favorite color from that palette. Let me swatch it. I haven't swatched anything from here. Oops, let me block my, there we go. Without my ring light shining right at it. By the way, I lifted up the ring light a little bit, so Wednesday it was really washing me out. Looks more purple there, but yeah. The pistachio and bubblegum and orange. Okay, so I have cotton candy. Bubblegum. Which one's Bubblegum is pink pink, or is bubblegum the neutral one? Oh, I don't know. My husband's talking on the phone really loud too, in case you hear him. That's okay. Um, red theme one called Cherry on Top. Oh yeah, that one I missed. Okay, but I just care about the pistachio. That's the one I want. I want pistachio. I got some floating shelves to show off some of my bigger palettes. Love them. I will be getting more. I'm a little hesitant to put anything on the wall back there, just because it's a rental. Yeah. Oh, bubble is blue. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Bubblegum is blue. All right. Well, I'm not that into blues, so that's why I like the blueberry muffin one, because that was less blue. But yeah, okay. I had to make sure I got everything that I wanted to talk about right here. Okay. Then I went to a TJ Maxx and to a Marshalls, and I ended up very much staying with a theme, and you're going to see. So I found this one. These ones just came out not that long ago, and now they're already there. This one I clearly haven't opened up. I still got the plastic over the top. This was $7.99. That's what I think most of this size have been. So mostly 16 pounds. This is definitely something I can pull off very much because there's so much pink in here. The yellows and whatnot blend really nicely, and then I like the fact that it has kind of almost a cool tone, sort of neutral in here. So that's kind of fun. But this is very much a like sunsetty sort of earthy sunset sort of vibe. I'm liking it. It's cute. But then I found a couple of these, right? The little naughty word ones. I didn't find any naughty word ones, but So this is the looking like a snack. So this is definitely their cool tone one, with the like pinks and whatnot. And I love this color scheme. I think it's so cute with the like the shimmery black and the silver, and then the white, and then the gray here. And then we got like the peachy colors and pinks. Just a beautiful color story. And then see, you notice we're on a pink theme, right? It's like I got all the pink palettes that BH made in the last year. Um, so this is I can get rid of that plasticky one too, because that one's loose. This is the mimosa, which is the same collection as the blueberry muffin, right? And this is one that I looked at and I was like, do I want it? Do I not want it? Because it's really cute. But I'm like, do I really want that much yellow and pink? The answer is yes, because I got it on sale. If it was the regular price, I probably wouldn't, because it is similar to other things I have. But since it was on sale, I think it's really nice diversity, because they've got this almost lavender. It's not lavender. It's like a purplish sort of, what is this color right here? I don't know. It's a just on the purple side of pink, or just on the pink side of purple. I don't know. It's right there at that edge. And it's really cute. And it's almost like fluorescent, and it's so cute. I loves Lou. Hi, I loves Lou. I am not Lou, but you can loves me too. I like pink and yellow too. I think pink and yellow actually is one of the most flattering, and people don't like that word. I don't care. One of the most universally flattering combinations. Most skin tones look good in some form of pink and yellow, or pink and gold. It just really makes us all look a little bit younger and a little bit brighter. Hence the springy look I've got on today. It's J Loves Lou. Oh, what did I say? Oh, I know. Yeah, I said J Loves Lou. I was making a joke. I'm sorry. My jokes are dumb sometimes, but you're welcome anyhow to join. Sometimes I tell dad jokes in honor of my dad. Oh, okay. I said I. All right. Well, okay. All right. Jay loves Lou. Okay. Jay loves Lou. Yes, I probably did say I. I'm sure I did. So anyway, yeah, this is just cute. This is a lot brighter than the Puerto Rico one. The Puerto Rico one is a lot more sultry and deep, and has a lot more of these like almost like warm, dirty, sort of grungy neutrals mixed in with it. This is all just bright, happy. This is lemonade. This is definitely, the mimosa is definitely a good one. I'm going to sleep. It's 11:50 p.m. Macedonia. Oh, yes, Macedonia. Well, thank you so much for joining us, Ivana. I hope that you will be back with us because we very much enjoyed having you here. These are all BH and they all came from Marshalls and TJ Maxx. Do you have a Marshalls and or TJ Maxx near you? Because if you do, you should go check them out now because there's tons of BH that have been coming out. These are the ones that I've gotten this week, and they're all in the, I think these small ones, oh, this one, by the way, was $4.99. This one here. So yeah, these small ones are $4.99. The bigger ones are like $7.99. So Optimistic AF. So this is the Optimistic AF. Oops, like that. There we go. Again, from their naughty word, say it. Again, another one. It's not pink, really, but it's red and orange and gold. So still kind of that sunsetty sort of thing. Stays are the same, but a little bit more neutral. I feel like this is more of a kind of a late summer. So these all happened in one day, and I was like, oh my goodness, are you on a theme or what's the deal? So I got, let me see if I can open them all up and show you all at the same time so you can kind of compare the color stories. You wouldn't need all of these for sure, but you know, I have already mentioned to y'all, I am nothing if not excessive. So lots of reds and pinks and yellows. So there you go. And I'm not sorry. So there. I still want the original Gemini palette from Melt and the Flower Punk palette from Kaleidos. Yeah. The Gemini, it's pretty. It didn't scream at me. I guess that's what it is. I know a lot of people really like it. I don't, the reason, I think the reason is because I haven't actually tried anything from Melt yet. So I don't know the brand. So it doesn't like necessarily speak to me. I kind of tend to be a collector, which can be a problem. It can be also, but because I tend to, like for example, I'm going to get all the BH palettes that I can, just because they're BH palettes and I know I like them. So once I like a brand, I'm just like, yeah, I'll just buy everything from this brand. So I've done that. I've done that with Juvia's Place and with LA Girl and now BH and all that kind of stuff. So yeah, the pellets are hit and miss. I've heard that about Melts. Their stacks are really good. Stacks are annoying to me though. It's just the like the inconvenience of that sort of thing. Collector or hoarder. I use I like to say I use it, but I can't get through it fast enough. I want both Gemini palettes. I love Melt. Have several palettes from them. I want the Escape Pod from Kaleidos. I would like to have the Escape Pod as well. I think that was actually their better one between that and Club Nebula. I actually think Escape Pod was a better color story, although Club Nebula had, the deeper tones, so you can go a little bit grungier with it. But I just think that Escape Pod was such a good color story. A hoarder. I am a collector and I am a student. And so I like to actually experience a lot of things. So when I collect things, it's so that I can have knowledge of them, if that makes sense. Yeah. And I really like to have colorful things on my face. So there we go. A picky hoarder, kind of. Oh, she said Linda. I thought it said kind of. There was a glare. A picky hoarder, Linda. I also give a lot to charity. Yeah, we've talked about my opinions of charity. I give a lot away to friends. I make friends of people and then say, "Hey, by the way, I have some stuff. You want it? You want some?" And then we have little parties and give them away. So, yep. So next, you guys ready? Tell me you're ready. Tell me you're ready. I'm ready. So these guys came in. Sylvia Jackson. Hi, Sylvia Jackson. Sylvia Jackson is over on YouTube, and I have no idea how long ago she wrote that message because I wasn't looking. But hi. Most of our people are over here on IG, but we do get people over on YouTube. In fact, there's a lot of people that watch on YouTube after it's up. So I will be having a giveaway. There are a few palettes in it. Oh my goodness, I have so much stuff. And I'm just debating about if I want to do like small giveaways, like several small giveaways, or if I'm just going to do everything that fits in a flat rate box. I don't know. I I'm not sure. I'm so beautiful. Oh, thank you. I don't know if you mean me or somebody else. but but I'll take it. But also everyone else here is beautiful as well. So I always bring it to the abused women's shelter. Yeah, that's a there's a lot of need, and women who have gone through a lot of trauma, it can be very helpful to have that kind of personal time, right? And I think, doing makeup is very therapeutic, so it can be a very good thing. Oh, thanks. Yes, me. Aw. Thank you. You are beautiful too. Yeah, that's actually one of my friends works does some volunteer work with a group of women that are in a uh, recovery program as well too, and that's another one. There's just so many instances, and it's not just women, it's men too, but we're women, so we're going to talk about women. I mean, I think everybody here currently is women. um we if you have something, like if you can look at your life and say I'm thankful for it, you have something to give, and we all need to befriend a woman that we can help. Not somebody that's going to pull us down. We have to be in a place where we can't necessarily be pulled down, and that's a tough thing too, because sometimes if you get into certain friendships, you know it, there's a difference between like a mentorship and a friendship, and you kind of got to know where you are. So you build up certain relationships, you build yourself up to the point where you can then reach out to people and you can be a stronger person for them. And I think that's the problem, is when people are getting pulled down in their life and kind of used and abused and taken advantage of and all that sort of thing. It's often because they are looking at an equally beneficial relationship, and that doesn't always exist. In fact, it rarely exists. There's usually one person who has more than the other person. So you get from each other, and then hopefully you'll be in another place where you can help somebody else and whatnot. So um beauty share where you can donate. Yeah, there's a lot of places, there's a lot of people that need stuff, and we hopefully we all know people. I mean, I personally know people who very much um benefit. So my stuff does not go to waste. And then, when we do go back to Haiti or the Dominican Republic, then we bring stuff down there for friends, and because it's harder to get there. So having lived there for many years, I know how difficult it is, how challenging it can be. So anyway, my first encounter with Lois Cosmetics. Da 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 da. I know this is like, it's so late. It's so late. They've been sitting here for a week, more than that, maybe, I don't know. And they're so incredibly beautiful. When this one came out, I was like, oh my goodness, it just took my breath away. But then I just didn't do anything about it, because there were some other things there that that were more calling to me. And then I just decided I needed to go for it once it was restocked and whatnot. And it is so beautiful. It really is a beautiful, gorgeous palette, and I can see where the hype is. I have not dipped into it yet, so no swatches, no nothing, no swatchy. And then had to get this, and this was of course the reason I placed the order. I am so into jewel tone everything, and I love this. And yeah, when I saw it and I saw all that purple and jewel tone, and what are you looking at? Oh, there's a reflection of, is it my glasses or something else? There's like a little light thing that's going up on the wall, and the cat thinks she needs to attack it. So who knows? But yeah, this is quite purple. It doesn't look as purple from your side, but it does here. So we've got purple and fuchsia, purple, purple. I don't know what that is, but it definitely can go with purple. And then of course the black can blend with it. And then you got kind of these beautiful greens and some peachy pinky sort of things too. So I think it's just such a beautiful, beautiful palette. But I love rich tones like this. And I was so excited when stuff like this started coming out for spring because I was like, yeah, that's my kind of spring palette. I love Sydney Grace Temptalia collab palettes. I think those are the best. That was the best release of last year. Best release of last year, hands down. I don't know. I think it might have been good if it was all one palette. Because to me, well, not necessarily. I think that did make sense that they were separate. Some people are like, oh, it's like, the same palette over and over. It's not at all. They're very different. But it was kind of a weird, like, yeah, it didn't seem to be like distinct color stories. It was like, this is the color story. And you're like, okay, I get that. And then you're like, well, this is the next color story. And you're like, okay, I get that. But it also, any of these colors could have been mixed with the other one sort of thing. I don't know. It was weird. But they're gorgeous. They're absolutely stunning. They are, I'm just grabbing one here. This is the Quintessence. Yeah, their richness here is just absolutely out of this world. So yeah. And yeah, the Tiny Marvels palette. I just got that one. And I did 2 looks in my last Wednesday live. So Wednesdays I do 2 looks usually. Sundays we just talk about stuff because my name is Priscilla and I like to talk about stuff. And also because why not? So yeah, these are really beautiful. I'm excited to try these. However, it's going to be 2 Wednesdays because, as you know, Wednesday we're going to be looking at the Charlotte Tilbury Pillow Talk palette that I just got from Influencer. And we will be talking about doing makeup on aging and hooded eyes. Aging and or hooded eyes, because that's what I've got. So I'm going to talk to you about that. I don't know why I had like a fake Australian or something accent. Jem. Hi, Jem. How are you? Yeah, this is a very cute palette, but I'm not a super neutral sort of person. So it will be a challenge for me, but I think it's also a good place to start because a lot of people, this is what they want to start with. So I think it's actually ideal to start with something like that, which is closer to what normal people who aren't hoarders / collectors, what they're going to come up with. So anyway, those are the palettes I've acquired in the last week and a half. I have a few CT quads. I have none. It was a pencil that I got from Boxy, I think it was, in one of their Boxy Luxe, back when I was a Boxy person. Or was it an Ipsy? Is it Ipsy Luxe or Boxy? I don't know. Whatever the thing is. So, and finally, last but not least, here's the pair that I put away for today, yesterday actually. The glasses on my face are the results of a moment of weakness. It wasn't a moment of weakness. It was actually completely, what's the word? Premeditated. That's the word. Kind of like murder. That's what I actually had to think. Something murder. Premeditated murder. I still want to try her face powder and bronzer, and that new Pillow Talk highlighter is stunning. I have no problem trying her stuff. I just have a problem paying the prices to try her stuff. So when they're like, hey, do you want a free palette? I say, yes, I'd like a free palette. Thank you very much. And I take it and I enjoy it. So I love to try stuff, and I'm even more happy to try things when they're cheap and or free. Beauty Lovin' Mama is with us. Hi, Beauty Lovin' Mama. How are you doing? I am a Beauty Lovin' non-mama. I'm a Beauty Lovin' mama of fur kids. But all beauty lovers are welcome here. I'm waiting for her new highlighter to be delivered. Her face powders are so good. Have not tried the face powders. However, I'm a huge fan of number 7 face powders, which I have heard are a very, very good dupe. And number 7, so good and also affordable. Fur babies, yes. I know one sitting over here looking at things on the wall, little light reflectives when I'm moving things around, and she wants to chase them. Bronzer is good too, but yes, expensive. Yeah, and honestly, you don't need to pay that much for it. You don't. was thinking about it. I was like, okay, let's just use an example. Okay, right? It's just I don't know. I'm gonna just take if this palette. I don't even know. I need to open them up. It doesn't matter. This palette versus this palette. Okay, how many shades are? Let's pretend these are both. They are both 16 pan shadows. Now this or 16 pan palettes. There we go. This is this is a little bit smaller. But if this one is $50 and this one is $5, or in this case $8, how much better does this one have to be to make it worth buying? Now we can say, well, if it's a color story, I don't have it or whatever. Okay, yeah, but at this point we have all the color stories, right? I mean, pretty close. Wait for sales. I usually do, but then once in a while with stuff like this, I'm like, but I want the new stuff, right? I usually do wait for sales, but yeah. It's huge though. I know, but it's huge, but and that's the thing as people talk about, well, you get so much product. I don't care because I'm not going to go through it all. I'm not. I have literally, let me show you. This is my project pan, right? This one palette has been project panning for a year. This one palette has been in this. Now I've got 3 pans in there. I've got a lot of dents too, but I've got 3 pans. This one kind of crunched, and then I just threw some alcohol and pushed it back in, and that's what we ended up with. Don't judge me, but it's you can't pan it when you have this much junk. You can't pan stuff, and I have like, for example, this stinking powder. I'm sorry. Who told me that I needed to get this? I know there's still people out there that love air spent. Kitty cat, you can't have that water, okay? You're gonna tip it over. I love you immensely, but you're just a pain in the butt. Air spun. I know people love it, whatever. I was like, hey, I'm gonna try this because everybody says it's good. I can't. It never. How long have I had this? And it's like It's half full. And I think it came half full. Like I've used none of it. But it's been in my project pan basket. This is my project pan basket. I'm trying to use stuff up. This guy, look how close this is. Look how close. This is actually one of their blush. This is the spice apple. Yeah, blush, from Elf, but I use it as a bronzer. Okay, I got a little tiny bit of the shimmer, and I got a little bit of this. But do you know how long I've been working on this? A year. A year. Literally. That's one. And these don't have any product in them, right? There's nothing in them. I mean, there's clearly something in them, but you know what I mean? Like, relatively. So then I get something like this guy. I'm not going to use that up. This has been sitting in there. You can still clearly, I mean, it doesn't even look like I've used it, and I've been using it all month. And that's the second time it's been in my monthly basket. So with eyeshadows, I'm a little more bougie. I think that's bougie and not boogie. I don't know. Yeah, you know what? I am too. That's the thing is eyeshadows. I will pay a little bit more money because I like a better quality. I like to have the shimmery, shiny. So I love Juvia's Place. I think they're spectacular, and I love LA Girl, and they're $15. And I will buy every single LA Girl palette that comes out as long as they continue to keep the same quality because they're really, really good. But at the same time, there's other things that I love too. Like, for example, most of the times, if Odin's Eye comes out with something, I'm going to buy it. Also, my new obsession is sugar drizzle polish. They're so stinking good. Their palettes are just incredible. They're not super expensive either. So that sort of thing. I know people have an issue with Juvia's. I think that's just complete nonsense. I mean, come on. I don't know. You do you. Whatever. I already talked about that here. People, I don't support them anymore. Okay, you know what? That's fine. There's people that I won't support either, but I think that the thing with Juvia's Place, I think it's ridiculous. It wasn't the company that did anything, and it was something that wasn't even. I mean, anyway, People just like to jump on stuff. That's the problem. Is like they're all like, "Oh my goodness, support black businesses! Ah, we all have to buy from Juvia's Place." And I'm the one sitting there going, "I'm not going to buy from Juvia's Place because it's a black-owned business. I'm going to buy from Juvia's Place because it's good stuff." And then people are suddenly like, "Ah, they're racist. Don't support them." And I'm just like, "Yeah, you know what? Shut up." The owner. I don't know. I don't know much about the owner. I know people have problems. Like some people have had problems with their customer service and all sorts of stuff. And yeah, whatever. I don't have any problems with them, so I still like their stuff. I don't care. I'm more concerned when things are made in the PRC. Just personally saying. Marcel Reyes de la Cruz. Hi. I had to like take a second and see what your whole name was. Marisol, how are you? Welcome. Yeah, I know a lot of people have a thing with Juvia's Place, and also people have a place with Ofra. Yeah, actually, it's funny because after the whole Ofra thing, I was like, I'm gonna buy from Ofra just because. So I did. I don't. Other stuff is okay. I'm not that into highlighters, and so I'm not like, like blowing my mind or anything. Speaking of highlighters, in my project pan, yeah, it's all good. Hey, you do you. I'm gonna give you my opinion. You can give me yours. I don't mind. This has been in here for over a year. This is my Shop Miss A highlighter that I've had for a hot minute. This is all pan, by the way. All of that right there is pan. But oh my goodness, their stuff is made in China. No. Well, that's the thing is some stuff is and some stuff isn't, and now like so much stuff is manufactured in the PRC, and that's the problem. Is like you don't even necessarily know. Let me just take a look here and see. PRC. I'm pulling up this Juvia's Place palette right here to see. Manufactured in. Designed and formulated in the USA, made in the PRC. These glasses are made in the PRC, I'm pretty sure. I'm just, I mean, this is the whole thing is almost everything is made in China. Why is everything made in China? Because it's really cheap. Why is it really cheap? Because they're using slavery. Made in China. Actually, that was in Spanish, but it still says the same thing. Pick up these nails because they're sitting here, made in China. Nail polish made in, oh, this one was made in the US, I think. Distributed by, wait, no. Made in China. I mean, literally, I'm just picking up random things that are in front of me. This candle, this might have been made in the US. Made in the USA! Yay for Aldi. It's not even a US brand. Ironic, right? This is vegetable glycerin. Made in, I mean, manufactured in. It doesn't say. It says distributed by in Miami Beach, Florida. I feel like this is US maybe. Maybe. I don't know. Does anybody know about Sky Organics? I don't know. Anyway, that doesn't say made in China, but it probably is. These earrings are probably made in China because when you get cheap stuff, it is. I mean, that's the hard thing. That's what's so hard is we're so addicted to cheap, affordable stuff. And the thing is, it's not even affordable. And they're both made in the same place. Why? Because it's cheap. Okay. So don't tell me that this is more expensive to manufacture than that when the quality isn't that much different and they're made in the same place. I also do know, however, that mass manufacturing is a little bit different. But actually, I think, well, it's not that. It was another brand. Oh, J-Cat Beauty. They were individually wrapped when I got those. So I don't know. The brands I prefer are pricey and not made in the PRC. Yeah, but are they really not made in the PRC? Because I am pretty much going to guarantee you that the stuff that they make their stuff with is made in the PRC. They will manufacture the outside packaging. They might press it in the United States, but I'm betting their packaging comes from the PRC. And that's the thing. That's the unfortunate thing is we do this and we get on these like we follow like the claims. So now it's like Clean makeup, right? Oh, it's clean. That means it doesn't have a carbon foot. Really, you don't have a carbon foot. No, made in Italy and France. Yes, but I am almost positive the packaging was not made in Italy and France, and I don't even know how you would trace that. But I bet exactly assembled in the U.S. Assembled in the U.S. That's what they say. But the packaging was not purchased in the U.S. The packaging came from overseas, probably China. I'm telling you. You think I'm not telling the truth, but I am telling the truth. Your car was mostly made overseas. So packaging, oh, I don't know. You'd have to show me the brand because I'm almost positive because they don't have to say where the packaging is made. They only have to say where it's manufactured. It doesn't matter if it's luxury. Tons of luxury is made in China. Tons of luxury is made in China. Tons of luxury is made in Haiti. You know, that's what they did with the money after the earthquake is they Pat McGrath, whatever. All right, Pat. What do you got to say for yourself? Do. Made in the US of US and imported ingredients. Imported from where? And again, it doesn't say anything about the packaging. I am almost positive if you research where this packaging is made, it's not made in the US. Almost positive. So, but of imported products, you understand? That's the products are made internationally. That's cardboard. I understand. Do you know where cardboard comes from? Trees. Do you know that the number of trees cut down in the United States for cardboard is extremely minimal? I'm telling you. It's not. How do you know it's not China? You don't know it's not China. You can't know that. And most trees that are cut down for cardboard are not from the United States and they're from places like China. So China and Africa and different places like that. So hi, Proverbs 16:6. Yeah, you're gonna have a hard time convincing me of that. You would have to actually show me documentation. You don't know that. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm gonna have to call your bluff. You do not know that, unless you are actually work for the manufacturing. And even then, you probably wouldn't necessarily know that unless you're actually part of distribution and all of that sort of thing. So no, you don't know that. Almost every, and this is, I mean, I grew up with a company that was a U.S. manufacturing company in our basement at our house, and the amount of stuff that is international is phenomenal, especially now. So yeah, almost all raw products are international and the cheapest ones are almost exclusively from China. So, and everybody is going to get the cheapest. They just are. They're going to get the cheapest because they want to make the biggest profits. So, yeah, that's why it says, very important, made in the US of US and imported ingredients. So, it's assembled in the United States, but it's not manufactured as far as the packaging and whatnot in the United States. And that's where they'll get you is they try, oh, US made. Well, again, that's why I don't go for labels. US made or clean or, you know, what's the other? Cruelty free or any of those kinds of things, because there are so many ways to get around that. Just so much stuff. So that's the ingredients. The ingredients of the shadow. Right, exactly. The ingredients of the shadows. That's why I'm saying the packaging. I guarantee you the packaging did not come from the United States. Guarantee you. It was probably pressed in the United States with, as it says, U.S. and international or imported ingredients. But the packaging, guarantee you, was not made in the United States. Where was it made? Well, that's for us to find out, I guess, right? Well, I mean, the packaging would have been manufactured out of the United States, and then possibly printed here, but probably not. So, oh, I don't think so, honey. I don't think so. You think you're going to have to look into that? You would absolutely have to convince me otherwise. But still, it doesn't actually matter if even if the cardboard comes from there. That's the whole point. And that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. I'm not like making a big deal about, oh my goodness, this was not. What I'm saying is even if you think you're buying US made, you're not necessarily buying US made, because US made can just be assembled, but it's assembled with international products. So that's like, for example, they'll say this car was made in the United States. Okay, the car was made in the United States, but all the pieces were made in other places. And it's okay. I'm all about supporting international businesses. However, I am not about supporting slavery, and that's my issue with the PRC, is that they are engaging in slavery. So anyway, so not everybody who makes something in the PRC is a slave. Just making that clear too. Not all companies, and that's the hard thing, is because you don't know. Because you can say, well, just because something's made in the PRC, they're made by slaves. Well, not necessarily. It's not all companies there, but the fact that they are paying such a low price and they're able to get stuff manufactured so cheap. These earrings, hand painted on metal, $1. So you've got the materials. Somebody is connecting them. Somebody is painting them. Somebody is packaging them. Then they're shipping them all the way from wherever they're made to the United States. And then they're shipping them again to me. And they're still making a profit. And I'm paying $1. But again, it doesn't matter if you pay $1 or if you pay $100. There's a really good chance that they're still being made internationally with really cheap, questionably derived labor. And that's what I'm saying is, you can say, oh, because you bought cheap stuff, you're supporting this. Well, that might be the case, but it doesn't necessarily mean, because expensive stuff is also made. I mean, your computers are mostly made in the PRC. Most technology is made in the PRC, and actually South Korea has a huge boon on it now, but now they're also outsourcing a lot, because now people won't work for the prices and that's part of the thing with development. Coming from Haiti, that's one of the challenges, is that there's tons of people in Haiti who would work for very cheap, at very cheap prices, and that it would make sense for the United States to be there. But China doesn't want that to be, because then there's a big competition for that, and so China actually wants the instability that exists now, which is the reason we had to leave. But if Haiti did develop a good manufacturing industry, then it would eventually lead a growth, which is a good thing. But then eventually that growth would then mean that they would have to outsource some of their manufacturing, because they wouldn't be able to afford it. Does that make sense? So it's like, I mean, we're always going to be looking for cheap labor, so that we can manufacture stuff especially since we are such consumers, so we can manufacture stuff at the lowest possible price. Not necessarily a bad thing, but making sure it's ethically done is essentially impossible, because unless you literally trace every source of every, where did the glass come from? Well, it's not actually glass, it's plastic. But where did the plastic come from? Where did this little screw come from? Who actually printed the Zenni logo on the inside? I don't, this doesn't say made in China, but I'm pretty sure that these were. Anyway, yes, labor is real true. And there are far more slaves today in the world than there were during the transatlantic slave trade. And they are chattel slaves as well. Jewelry is different. Jewelry is its own thing. The whole diamond industry and just jewels in general. Something that's valuable because somebody tells you it's valuable. That's literally all it is, or scarcity, whatever. Anyway. Makeup. Well, that's the other thing with makeup. So, and that's a whole different thing. Yeah. That's not an ethics thing. That's just, what are you putting in your skin? Yanni Yassine. Hi, I'm so sorry you came in like with a little heated conversation, but that's okay, because we like to have those heated conversations, because it makes us all better thinkers. So I'm not afraid of them, and I hope other people are not either. Um, well, and here's the thing: is actually it depends on what you're actually getting. Um, and sometimes it doesn't actually matter that much, the chemicals, one way or another. One way or another, I wanna find you. I'm gonna get you. Okay. Anyway, so we had our intermission. Yeah, and that's the thing. Make etc., which are some mica, talc, silica, dimethicone, etc. Acetate. Yeah. So the thing is that there's all sorts of stuff. There's all sorts of stuff, but really, honestly, having a natural brand, um, that and yeah, that's a different thing. I am pro natural products. When you can, I use all natural stuff on my skin. In fact, I am the anti skincare industry person because oh, glitter. See, that's another thing. I'm sorry. I'm gonna have to like I have to push back on that one too because I'm not saying the thing is with glitter. Okay, who decided glitter was eye safe or wasn't eye safe? I mean, I know they're like, oh, it could get actually lodged in this and that and everything else. Pigments not be improved to be used on the skin, right? Again, because it natural. The pigments are like the red pigment that is generally the result, the culprit with breakouts is natural. Tell me I'm wrong. It's probably in here. What's it? What is it that I'm thinking of? What am I thinking of? Come on, guys. Somebody help me. I don't see it in here. And that, so here's the interesting thing is actually this is like chemical stuff in here. It's chemical dyes, but this is the stuff. Carmine. Yes, not carmine. Carmine. Yes, exactly. Carmine is made up little crushed up sea creatures, right? So carmine is natural, but it is the one that actually has a warning on it. So instead of carmine, the one that is safer if you're sensitive to carmine is chemical. So just because it's chemical doesn't mean that it's, I mean, just because it's eye safe doesn't mean it's good. You know what I mean? Because carmine is natural, and yet that's the one that creates issues with some issue. It doesn't make an issue with me. Other, it can, right? Exactly. It comes from bugs, right? Comes from like beetles. Yeah, beetles. That's what I meant. Not sea creatures. That's different. That's different stuff. But right, and that's the thing is the actual plastic. And again, but here's the thing. Everybody was like on this whole, well, glitter is not safe for the eye. Okay, well, glitter may or may not be safe for the eye, but what about all the other stuff you put in your eyes? For example, the glue that you use to stick on your false lashes. Mascara? Because that gets in your eyes too. How about all the skincare stuff that they give you? That's a lot of that stuff is not natural. That's why I use all natural skincare. Except when they give me something to test, then I'll test it and whatnot. But other than that, I use all natural skincare, and I do not cleanse my skin, by the way. Um, there's that too. I'm anti the skincare industry because I think it's all a scam. They're like, you need to use this, and then that's going to cost something. So you need to use another thing to get rid of it, and then that's going to cost something. It's basically like the drug companies. They're like, so you're going to get all these side effects from this drug, so you have to take another drug in order to take care of the side effects from that drug, and etc. So I don't. Basically, if the government tells you it's not good for you or it is good for you, I don't trust them. So anything the government says, it's all business related. So anytime the government requires a warning to put something on it, I'm like, you might want to look into that, because usually there's money behind it. There's very rarely just out of the kindness of their hearts that they want to protect you. Sorry, not a believer in government. In big government. Yeah, so that's what I was talking about, pigments. But then what I was saying is then people will put stuff in their water line, which I do too. But I'm like, okay, you're gonna tell me that putting stuff in your water line is safer than putting glitter on your eyes? I don't think so. I'm just gonna say no. I'm gonna say no. No, actually, carmine isn't just that it can stain your skin. There are people actually have sensitivity to it, so it can stain your skin, but it also can create a breakout. So that's why. So the staining is not why the warning is, because there are sensitivities to it. We also eat our lipstick, etc. That's a great example, and that's all made out of petroleum jelly, right? Which is oil. So Lit Cosmetics, for example, is 100% eye safe. Yes, but eye safe, again, I don't like these little tags because I think a lot of them, it says who? Who says it's 100% eye safe? Because putting anything on your eyes can't be 100% eye safe. You can't say it's 100% eye safe. I'm sorry, you can't. When you're putting foreign objects, when I put my makeup on, I know I am literally taking a chance that it's possible that this could create long-term effects. It could. That's the whole thing. But that's why I use natural oils. Ah, look at that. And no, I don't sell natural oils. People think that I have a business or something like that. No, I literally, this is an example. Organic hemp seed oil, right? So I do try to use organic brands. I also use cheap organic brands when possible. I like to use US based when possible, or like, for example, when I go back to the Caribbean, I like to actually buy stuff there that's manufactured there, because this is a product of Canada bottled in the US. Okay, that makes sense because it's hemp seed, I guess. This is just it's an empty bottle. But that's just an example of one of the carrier oils that I'll use. And that actually, as I've mentioned before, oil is a barrier and it's a carrier. So it carries good nutrients to your skin, and it acts as a barrier between what you put on your skin. And it also is a barrier between the moisture that you seal into your skin and the elements out. So it actually holds moisture in. So oils are phenomenal, and they actually take care of a whole lot of problems with your skin. I know that's not the topic, but they say glitter is microcolored glass shards. Well, it's actually plastic. Yeah, it's not glass, it's plastic, but yeah, that's what they say. I don't know if there's science there. I actually looked for it a while back and didn't find anything, but I'm sure um, I wasn't incredibly thorough either. So their glitter is created to not harm your eyes if it gets in your eyes. So yeah, that's the thing, is that they'll say the glitter is like rounded as opposed to like sharp. Yeah. Your eyes are incredible, and your eyes have an ability. Like if you live in the desert, which I did for a long time in several different countries, and you go through sand, even in the U.S., you go through sandstorms, like in Kansas, we go through horrible dust storms, or in Texas, and your eyes, you get all sorts of gunk in your eyes, right? But your eyes are phenomenal at pushing all of this stuff out. So they're made to get rid of foreign objects and stuff like that. It doesn't work all the time. You can't, of course, stuff can get by there, but your body is incredible. So adhesive is water-based too. Yeah, but water-based doesn't mean anything. All sorts of stuff is water-based. If you depend, I mean, I'm not being contrary. I'm just saying, and I mean, maybe I am, but I'm just, maybe I'm being a realist. Of course, it's water-based because water is going to be the majority, but water is not going to adhere anything. Water is not the issue. It's what is mixed with the water in order to make it adhesive, which is Angelica, how are you? We're having discussions about all of the ways that things are labeled to make people. Well, it's adhesive, so there is glue. adhesive is glue. Um, the labeling that people say and the way they're able to kind of wordsmith in order to make us feel like we're doing great things for our body and the environment, when really we're just doing good things for their pocket. Not all companies are like that, but you know, well, I mean, companies want to make a buck, so there is that. Jason, I think it's Jason JASN 4229 is with us. This has been fun. I really non-damaging glue. Yeah, could be. Yeah, that's who knows? Who knows where it derives from? I don't know. But again, who says? Woo! And then it's funny because they'll also say, like, they'll go from one extreme to the next. We were told for the longest time that eggs are bad for you. And then I find out with PCOS that I should be eating eggs every day. And then we're told, with PCOS, oh, intermittent fasting. And then we're like, no, that's like the worst thing you can do because you need to be eating regularly. I mean, there's like these, nobody knows. Nobody knows. They all make it up. And then they all go on social media and make these claims. And people are like, well, it has to be true because the label says XYZ. And you're just like, come on, people. If you put nail polish on your nails, for example, you got chemicals. I mean, my dog won't even come near me when I do my nails because it stinks. My dog and my cat are like, ugh, nasty. We don't want that around us, right? So they know it's bad, but we still do it. Why? Because we want to look cute. And now everybody dies of cancer. And that's just the way it is. That's just the way it is, baby. All right, these glasses, by the way, came from Zenni. So I got a notification. Let me see if I can find the ones here. There's only 4. This only 4 pairs of glasses. So I got a notification that says, "Oh, the pair of glasses that you had on your wait list, want list, whatever notification list is now available." And I'm like, ugh. Like a week after I'd gotten my other order, or like a week or 2 after I'd gotten my other order. But you're gonna understand when you see them. You're going to understand. I can't see anything that's going on. So I have to put my glasses on so I can respond to you guys. My dog and cat are so cute. Yeah, it's Jay loves Lou. You are such an incredible sport, and I appreciate you being happy natured and good natured. I'll push back on all this stuff. I love you anyhow. It's all good. I just don't get on yeah. I think everybody's full of it. Even myself. Maybe especially myself. I don't know. So yeah. But I appreciate you guys coming in and having a lighthearted, heated conversation with me, because that's what we do sometimes. Yeah, I'm the one who will push back. I am the one who will not go along with the rhetoric that is trending at the time. Because, that's what happens. People get on this thing and they're all like, well, I just don't support that. Or they'll get on, like what you're talking about. We were talking about last time, the everybody wants this incredible range of skincare, but they don't know what they're doing. This is the thing that drives me nuts. They're like, well, I'll just pick L'Oreal, whatever. Some mainstream brand, right? They're like, well, they really need to have a more representative skincare line. And so L'Oreal comes out and they decide that they're going to virtue signal by saying, we now have 78 different shades of this makeup. And you're like, oh, yay, all hail L'Oreal. And so everybody gets, or whoever it happens to be. And maybe it's Charlotte Tilbury. I don't care who it is. But they come out and they're like, we have all these shades. Yay, woohoo. And then you look at it and you've got, like I mentioned this last time, you've got 5 neutral light shades. We don't need 5 neutral light shades. We might need a neutral light, there's no such thing as neutral, by the way. It's rose toned. It's pink tone. It's literally the tones are not cool, warm, and neutral. It's the primary colors are blue, yellow, and red. That's what it is. So it's blue, yellow, red, neutral. First they said it was warm and cold. There's this one in the middle called neutral. And then, oh, by the way, there's these other ones called, so now they have all this different kind of stuff, right? But then they get to certain shades and they're like, oh, we'll give them 1 for the whole, like, gamut. And then, like, for example, like, skin tone, for example, like they completely missed that. Just like, what the heck? So it's like I don't know. It's people just do stuff because they want everybody. Yeah, it's about the dollar. You're right. It's all about the dollar. It's all about uh, virtue signaling. Yeah, the green. Right, green. Speaking of olive being green, it's about skepticism is good and healthy. I absolutely agree. Jennifer Midwest. Hi, Jennifer Midwest. What's going on? I thought you were at work. Don't you need to be working, young lady? Oh, wait, no, you were at a picnic or something. I don't know. What were you doing? It's good to discuss. I'm creating all sorts of havoc up here in the world of the IG, disagreeing with everybody and still loving them. Loving you is easy because you're beautiful. One of these days, I'm going to just be like taken off of here because I sing all these like copyrighted songs. It's all good. I probably should get these little things adjusted too. Anyway, you guys want to see the glasses that stole my heart and that I had to place an order for? I had to. You're going to understand. And if you don't understand, well then you can go elsewhere. Look at these glasses. Okay, let me do this so you can kind of hopefully zoom in. I can't see anything. I got to put these glasses on so I can see what I'm showing you with these glasses. Look how cute they are. They've got little daisies on them and little polka dots on the top. And their little cat eye thing. These are so cute. Tell me these aren't cute. Jay loves Lou. Good night, Jay loves Lou. We will be safe. Don't put anything crazy in your eyes. See you in the next one. I'll be back on Wednesday doing a talk about hooded on aging eyes. Mema Beauty Life. Hi, Mema, or is it Mima? Or Mema or Mima? Or something else. It could be something else. Maybe I'm completely mispronouncing it. Started using tea tree oil. That is even good. Yes. Tea tree oil is good in general. You can use excessive amounts because it is an essential oil. So when you use essential oils, you just want to make sure you're not overdoing it with them. My skin is not overly sensitive, and I've been using essentials for quite a while. I know there's people that'll get on this thing and be like, "You have to be careful. Essential oils are not good," because they want to sell you their version of it. People, come on, just but yeah, so I love essential oils. They're fantastic, but try to dilute it with some sort of a carrier like hemp seed oil or anything that's cold pressed. Angelica said that. So yeah, tea tree oil is good. Mix it with your moisturizer. Yeah, any kind of oil, but just a carrier oil is a really good place to start, and then add the tea tree oil to it. So that way it's not, because otherwise sometimes if it gets around your eyes, it can irritate because tea tree is pretty strong. But if you're not noticing any ill effects, then you'll probably be fine with it. But it just has to dilute it a little bit so that it's not overly abrasive. So, all right, Linda. Linda's been hanging out, listening to the back and forth. Kind of fun. Bless you too, girl. Have a good night. It's nighttime over in Linda's neck of the woods. I love having you guys from all over the place. It's so much fun. So anyway, are these glasses not cute? Are they not cute? Look how cute they are. Oh my goodness. I think these are so adorable. I don't even know like how to describe these. They're retro, but they're modern too. They got little polka dots on the top. They're metal. And they're not like colored metal, but they are because of black. But that's it. Other than that, it's just like the silver tone metal. Look how cute they are. Was it worth it? It was so worth it. So then because I was getting these, I was like, well, I might as well pick up a couple more of the cheaper ones too, right? Honey Kissed Christy is here. Hi, Honey Kissed Christy. Chrissy, not Christy. How are you doing? Showing off the glasses collection that I've added to recently. Oh my goodness, these are so adorable. So I might actually hang on to these until summertime. Summertime and the living is easy. Fish are jumping. These are the ones that I wore today. They also were in this haul. Are they not cute? They're so different. So these are another pair of yellowy sort of Zennies that I got. Such a different, like this is this is like sunflower sunshine sort of yellow. Um, Gives it, it's a nice little glow and stuff. I like that. But these are like almost fluorescent. Such a different look, and they're so cute. I love these. I love these. And they match my dress and my nails. Kind of. Whatever. Anyway, they're orange. So I'm digging them. I'm digging them. And then I partially showed you, and then I interrupted myself by talking about all this silly political stuff. It's not political. It's kind of political, but it's business related. These are also polka dotted, but they're purple. I actually have these in a couple of different different colors. Excuse you. I have clear. I think the same style, the same cut, whatever. I have them in clear. I have them in pink, like painted, like millennial pink, like that color pink. And I have them in a black with floral, and I have them in clear with floral. And now I have them in these. They're just a nice basic, slight cat eye, but really cute. And they're purple polka dots. I mean, how can you not like those, right? So much fun, but they're not like so in your face, like funky. I think they're very, very doable. The polka dots are understated. So I feel like most people could wear these to work and whatnot. They are a little bit tight on the temples. I could get them adjusted, but overall, very nice. I think these were like 10. Most of these other ones were all pretty cheap. These ones, and I also only got these in distance because I'm cheap. I do need to have more that are multifocals so I can wear them while I'm reading. But I've just been taking them off while I read. I shouldn't do that, but that's what I've been doing. Finally, I'm actually surprised at the color of these. I thought they were going to be a little bit brighter, but I'm still okay with them. And apparently I've been going with the chunky because I've gotten a few pairs of chunkiness. These, aren't they cute? They're so fun. So 5179 Ashu. Bless you. Sorry, that was a joke. Yeah, these are, well, welcome to our party. We're looking at the final bits of stuff. So these are my little green. I have some that are from I Buy Direct that are they round. I think they're round, and they're very similar, but they're brushed instead of like this is like shiny, glowy, whatever, polished. But the other ones are like a brushed plastic, so they're, what would you call that? I don't know. Anyway, so they're more of a matte finish. But I think they're super cute. I like the fact that they're chunky and they're just fun. And with these, you can kind of do something a little bit crazier and bolder in your eye look as well. I may at some point do a video, since I'm hopefully going to be stopping to buy. I will stop buying palettes because your girl doesn't need any more. And I might just do like maybe one a month. Maybe that'll be my challenge. Which palette each month do I want? One palette. Can I do it? You think I can do it? Oh, I don't know. Man. And then I'll start doing some videos that are more about like wearing makeup with glasses and whatnot, that kind of show you some of the different looks that I would do. So these ones do kind of slip down a little bit because they're just heavier, but I don't really mind that because this look is still kind of cute too, even though it's a little droopy. I love the fact that they're kind of retro and fun and 70s, and I kind of look like a 70s flower child with the daisy earrings and the oversized orange chunky aviators that are still dirty, because the problem with having big ones is that they get more specks on them because there's more surface to touch. That's it. That is all I've got. You guys were such great, uh, positive, awesome people in our little back and forth that we went into. Yeah, I'm gonna do some research and I'm gonna see what Pat McGrath where her packaging is manufactured. I bet it comes from the PRC. If it comes from the PRC, I'm gonna be like, ah! It might not. It might, but I bet it does. I bet it comes from the PRC. Anyway, we'll see. So on Wednesday, we will be doing a couple of looks with this bad boy here. Oh, where was this manufactured? Made in Italy for London. But again, we'll see where the actual packaging was made. Because that's, that's a thing too, because that can be a significant amount of the cost and whatnot. So that's all I got. It's been fun. You guys have been outstanding. And I will see you in the next one, which is going to be Wednesday night at 7:30, 8-ish Central Standard Time, depending on when I get home from teaching. And we'll hop right on here, maybe after I take the puppy out for a little poo and pee. And we will be getting right into this and talking about doing makeup on hooded and aging eyes. And then whatever else comes up, because that's what we do. Because my name is Priscilla and I like to talk about things. That's it. I will see you on the next one. Until then, have a fantastic Easter and the rest of your week that is now just beginning. And be blessed. And I will see you later. Bye.